Today, we're cooking with Rodney.
We're making bolognese sauce, and you're not going to believe how great and easy it is.
Easy breezy, lemon squeezy. Wow, that's how easy this is.
Look at you gorgeous girls. How you doing? Welcome, everybody at home. How's everybody doing? Oh.
Boy.
Oh.
Okay, get a load of this. Friday, what a day. Holy mackerel.
Look what happened to me. Look what happened to me.
Well, good thing you don't have to
Anyway.
do any work because we have Rodney in the kitchen with us, and he's going to show us how to make fabulous bolognese. No work for you.
And he's going to do all the work.
Absolutely. For Rodney, no.
You know, I'm going to keep the knife as far away from you as possible, right?
I am the clumsiest man alive.
It's true.
I'm going to be over here waiting for that beautiful bolognese sauce to be made.
We are cooking in the kitchen, Rodney, and I just got to roll up my sleeves because we're rocking and rolling.
We don't want to get you mucked up.
So we're making bolognese.
Bolognese, sauce bolognese.
Oh, bolognese.
Bolognese.
Bolognese from Bologna.
Oh, from Bologna, okay.
That's right.
And the first thing we want to do, we want to get the pasta in.
That's right. I got some boiling water here for you, Stephen.
Okay.
And if you can just dump all that in there.
Nice.
We're putting it into salted water, boiling salted water, because we want the salt to get in the noodles, right? We want to season noodles.
So heavily salted. It should
That's right.
taste like the ocean, you told me.
Exactly, a little bit like the sea.
We're both familiar with the ocean since we're both from Newfoundland.
It's true.
Yes, boy.
It's true.
It's true.
Yes, boy.
Okay,
Steve,
so
what I have in here is I started with a little bit of pancetta.
pancetta, which is fancy bacon.
It's fancy bacon, right? It's an Italian bacon. They don't use any sugar to cure it. It's just a salt-cured bacon. And I have that started. To this, I am going to add a mirepoix. It's like aromats. We're going to add aromats to our sauce to give it extra flavor. But while I'm doing this, I'm going to need you to massage some tomatoes.
Okay, and we also put in there carrots and
Right,
onions.
carrots, celery, onions, which is our mirepoix. Add
Okay.
it to our pancetta, our Italian-style bacon, and we're
you're
just going to let that brown.
And now I have to massage. My hands are clean.
That's right, clean hands.
Why don't I massage it with my hands?
Yes.
I could definitely massage that.
Get those broke up fingers out of here.
So when-
Gently, gently, gently.
Gently.
Right, we don't want to crush the...
I heard them scream.
Yes,
I did. Yes.
exactly. So you want to gently just massage
So you
those.
just want to hear them moan, not scream.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Interesting.
absolutely.
Okay, but I wouldn't use crushed tomatoes.
No,
No.
I think that a whole tomato, what we're using, if you want to use an organic tomato, a whole peeled tomato, local if you can get it. I mean, in the restaurant we use in the winter. Let me get a rag
Help.
for you. You got one?
Help.
Well,
That's what I look like this morning.
perfect. Right.
That's rude. I take that back.
It's true. To this, I'm going to add, Stephen, I'm going to add a little bit of tomato paste, right? And just regular canned tomato paste. A lot of bolognese, they don't call for tomato traditionally, but I think the tomato paste is going to add a little bit of depth and flavor.
Now, what I want to ask you, Rodney, is what's the difference between like spaghetti sauce or bolognese? So, and this is from, you said from Bologna.
Yeah, from Bologna. Bologna, not the meat that we fry up in Newfoundland for supper.
Newfie
Right.
steak.
But this is actually from the town. The town Bologna in Italy is in the Emilia-Romagna region. It means the fat city, the fat and the learned.
Oh,
So it's...
Is that where we're pretty?
I originate from Bologna. So I got my tomato paste. I cooked that out a little bit. I'm going to add some red wine.
Just a cup.
Yeah, about a cup of red wine.
Okay.
And in your big pot here, you're just going to want to cook the alcohol off for about 30 seconds.
30.
Flavor of the wine, but not the alcohol.
Not the alcohol.
Right.
That's why you sip while you...
Exactly.
Yeah.
So what I have over here in this corner, we have some meat, some beef and some pork, and that we had sautéed off beforehand in the pan before I cooked the pancetta. So we had all these nice, lovely brown bits.
Right.
I'm going to add all of these.
Now, I find it very interesting. Now, this is like meat lover sauce.
Yes.
Okay, so you have in there ground beef, veal,
Yep.
and
some pork.
pork.
What we did is we took some sausage and we just emptied it.
Okay.
Or took the casings out.
Okay.
And did that. Took the meat out and added it in there.
Okay, now why all the different meats?
I think flavor, depth of flavor. You can do it with one type of meat or two types of meat. At the restaurant, we use 4 types. We use the pancetta, the veal, the pork, and the beef. But at home, you can just do whatever, right?
Okay.
We're going to add these lovely tomatoes.
Okay.
I have a question about browning. Is there any tips on browning? browning it so to get the perfect, you know, because sometimes you brown them too much, you don't brown them enough.
Right. What we did here is when we did brown off the meat, we sauteed it on a medium-high heat with a little bit of oil.
Yep.
You don't want to add too much meat to crowd the pan to gray the meat.
Right.
Right. And you want to season it as you go.
You don't want the gray meat. You don't want to start turning gray because it's cooking too fast.
That's right.
I gotcha. Okay.
Absolutely.
And that's
no, there's
interesting.
nothing worse than gray meat. I know we grew up with it.
Oh my gosh.
You know, honest to
Fry it
God.
fast and get it on the
I still
table.
go
The
home like
youngsters
this
are
and I'm
hungry.
like, supper. No.
It's like what?
You say medium rare in Newfoundland and it's like, what?
Oh, it's
what?
like-
It's
yeah.
like alien. Right?
Okay.
To this, we're going to add, we
we
have
add?
some porcini mushrooms in here
Yep.
that I chopped up earlier.
So why porcini?
Porcini, it's going to add a richness to the sauce and a little more depth. We can actually even add this
try
broth in to it.
Oh, the porcini broth. Okay,
Yeah,
so
why not? To give it a little more flavor.
So these are a little more expensive, but well worth it.
Right.
Okay.
I have some Parmesan Reggiano, which comes from the same region of Bolognese.
Okay.
I'm going to get you to grate that, and I'm going to take the brine, the end cut of the brine, into the sauce.
What? Why is
Right.
that?
What?
That's,
It's
I've
just-
never
yeah.
I throw that
well,
away.
You know what? It's just going to add a little more richness, a little more creaminess to the sauce.
Is it going to fall apart, or is somebody going to choke on that?
It'll
halfway
fine.
through the meal?
It'll cook down. 2 bay leaves in there. I'm going to add a little bit of nutmeg. Just once again, add a little more aromats. I have some just regular beef broth that I'm going to put in here to bulk up the sauce while it cooks.
Beef broth. Okay.
Yeah, it's going to help. All this is going to reduce and get a fine, nice. All those flavors are going to go into our meat, and it's going to tenderize the meat.
Okay.
And finally, what I'm going to add, which is the key ingredient to bolognese, which is by the Italian Council of Food, it must contain milk.
Milk.
Whoa!
Right, yeah.
Now,
Really?
So is that? I always thought if you add milk, that becomes like a rosé sauce or something like that. Or
No,
is that,
no, just a little bit of milk. What milk is going to do to this sauce is it's going to add a lot of creaminess.
Okay.
And it's going to add a lot of richness to the sauce, and it's going to help soften the meat in the end.
Interesting. Okay, so but what if I don't want milk? Do I have to add the milk? Is that really?
You
that
don't have
important?
to have the milk.
You
It's
don't.
just going to add more richness to
Okay.
the sauce,
Okay.
right? And speaking from personal,
Yeah, rich. Yeah. Now, okay. What about if we want to make it richer? Can I put cream? Can I put like
You
things
can
like
put
that?
cream. Milk is better because it's not going to thicken the sauce. The water is going to reduce that in the milk.
Beautiful.
I'm just going to put a lid on this, and by a lid I just mean tin foil. You can put some tin foil on here, and we're going to put it in a 320 degree oven for about 3 hours.
3 hours.
Yeah, and we're going to bake it,
Wow.
right?
I've never heard that baking it. Jeez, I thought you just serve it up and it's done.
And voila.
And what does it look like? Can I come over and have a peek?
Well,
when
you
it
can
comes
hold
out?
on.
Oh, I'm going to hold
Before
on.
you see
You
it,
sit yourself right back down, my son.
before you see it, I have some fresh herbs here.
Oh.
Okay.
Thyme, rosemary,
Okay.
and sage.
Thyme,
I have some
rosemary, and
butter
sage.
that is starting to froth.
Okay.
We're going to add, and you can hear them kind of boil up.
Yep.
That's just going to be our aromats for the rest of this lovely finished sauce.
I need to see
right
what it
here.
looks like when it's baked.
Come and smell this.
I'm having a quick
Oh,
smell.
fantastic. Okay, and
Beautiful.
it's really, it's softened up beautifully.
That's right. Steve,
Our
I'm going to
pasta's
get you to
probably
drain
done.
this. So we got our sauce and this butter and the herbs. I'm just going to pour that butter. Bam, I love the butter.
I'm going to lose a
Oh
ton
my
of
God.
weight on this one, I can tell.
In there, and that's just going to add more richness.
Wow.
Okay?
We're
I
gonna get a
like the
plate.
way you
Yeah.
cook.
So this is really interesting. So you like to serve it in hot bowls?
Hot bowls.
Yeah? Is that key?
I think it's key.
Yeah?
I think it's warm. Warm
Yeah.
food, warm bowls.
Warm food, warm bowls.
You put the noodles on there.
Okay.
What's the ratio of noodles to sauce, do you think? Like, what do you, when you're
that.
serving
Well,
it
it
for your
depends
guests?
what you like more.
No, but you know when you have the guests and you want it to look chic and you want it to look like, you don't want it to, you know, a little bit more noodles, a little bit more. A little
I
dollop
like
of
more
sauce.
sauce,
Yeah.
and then you can have
I
bread.
agree.
I guess it's just preference,
True.
isn't
That's
it?
right.
Well,
And
that's
then,
fantastic. Look at that.
Oh,
Looks
gorgeous. Well-cooked noodles, Steven. You want
Okay.
a job?
And that, absolutely. Jeez, for sure.
What about
and
me?
and
I
you
helped
also, yeah, you helped a lot.
Great.
And we just sprinkle with the Parmesan.
You hit it with as much Parmesan as you,
You know
want.
what? I
Like
love
just,
tons of Parmesan,
as
everyone.
we say in Newfoundland, give her.
Oh, yeah.
Give her, buddy.
Give her, buddy.
Come on.
Give her, buddy.
Come on.
Don't be afraid
I
of the
think-
cheese, boy.
Have some noodles with your cheese.
And there we go.
See? You can never have enough.
Pasta bolognese.
Yeah. Oh, this is awesome. Oh
Please.
my gosh.
Rodney?
Yes.
This looks delicious. All I need is a fork and we're done.
We need a
Here.
fork.
Forks.
I gotta share though.
Okay,
I'm gonna
everybody.
have one of these, and I'm gonna share with somebody in the audience. 'Cause
Awesome.
I'm gonna bring this over here. Someone in the audience is getting
you are
one of these.
absolutely brilliant.
It is too gorgeous not to share with someone.
Manja, manja, manja.
Honey, you're wearing a wrap like that. Would you like to show?